What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the title's going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Let's jump right into it, y'all.
It was not giving up.
Yeah.
I think that's right. What did you make of her message?
Look, I think there are some of us, like the 92% of black women that voted not necessarily in our self-interest, but voted for the collective, that are tired, that are feeling these attacks on diversity, equity.
I know I'm already pausing, y'all. It's only been like 20 seconds, but check me out. Listen to me. My thing is, when it comes down to it, bro, how I look at it is very simple. First of all, she has to bring in race with anything and everything that she talks about. You know, that's Sunny Hostin. The second thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about it. I feel like a lot when it came to the black women, because obviously, there's been, plenty of black women that voted for Trump and still support Trump. And there's black women that actually didn't vote for Trump, to begin with, but you see them, actually learning, about Trump and, now supporting him. But my thing is, I know that a lot of it came from, I would definitely say Kamala Harris is more of buying them. You know what I mean? When it came to the concerts, when it came to this, when it came to that, it was basically more so, okay. And I didn't look at it when it came to these campaign. When it came to the campaign, I didn't look at it as this candidate, and then you had this candidate, and I see their policy, I see this person's policies, and I see that person's policies. It was more so of, we see this person policies and we see this person just bashing Trump. You know what I mean? It was more so of that. So for the people that, and I would say, like, I'm not gonna lie, not even just black women, majority of, people that obviously voted Democrat, people that was, obviously want free things, the people that, absolutely love, stuff like that. They're obviously going to be drawn to Kamala and the mess that, of the campaign that she had. And that's how I look at it. I don't actually see a lot of black women talk about the specifics when it comes to they don't, why they don't like Trump. It's more of, that man is the R word, or that man is, you know what I mean? It's more so of that rather than them giving out, the more the specifics of what I see when I get on social media and when I see these things. That's just like, when it comes to my nana. I call and ask my nana right now, Nana, why don't you like? She gonna say, oh, he's the R word, because she's not. First of all, she's not wanting to listen because she's not into politics, and that's a lot, when it comes to other women, and other that's in my family. I would say that's not really into politics. My mom, the same way. Obviously, my dad is a Democrat, and he, lets my mom know it's all in the race. It's not more so, and that's what this, and it sucks that this country, that's all it's about, that it's more so of all the color of your skin, rather of, where we are now and getting this country together and everybody being cool with everybody. You know what I mean? It sucks that it's like that. But that brings me back to my point, when Sunny is sitting here talking about this percentage, saying this, saying that, she's making a fool of herself. She's making a fool of herself just for the simple fact, you can't keep on throwing that out there, because first of all, that number has changed, on top of just the simple fact of you should be stronger than that, putting out more things rather than sitting there bashing Trump every episode when it comes to The View. You know what I mean? There's more things, and that's exactly the reason why I always say that Kamala ended up losing, because it's just more so a bashing Trump. It's not anything that's fixing and helping the Democratic Party at all.
Conclusion that are feeling these attacks on our communities and are looking and saying, look at what you voted for, because that voting constituency is dragging us all down. And so I think that there certainly was a time for rest, but it's been, a month, and it's gotten so chaotic and it's gotten so destructive that I think now is the time to organize. Now is the time to have an organized message. Now is the time to just educate people on what is behind the facts,
But that's the thing that they don't do. They don't educate people. That's what behind the facts. They sit there and just bash Trump every episode, and that's all there is to it. They're not doing anything to help. And then on top of what she's saying that it's been chaotic, it hasn't been chaotic. They're making it be chaotic. That's why Trump is changing around what he needs to change around to get rid of, certain individuals because of the whole. I just find it weird. Y'all don't find it odd that these bad things are happening and this, that, and the other, and then all the blame is on Trump. That's odd to me, bro. I'm telling y'all, that's odd to me. It's very odd to me.
I think our job, at least on The View, is to definitely be fact-based, but
That's
to
BS,
explain the facts to people. At least that's
BS.
how I perceive it. I don't necessarily think it's an opinion. I think it needs to be informative. And I think that's what she was talking about. Like, when you hear about federal employees being cut, yeah, they cut the wrong people haphazardly. And so bird flu, is rampant, and you're going to cut the people that are doing the research to prevent the bird flu. You could get sick and God forbid, be hospitalized because of that.
The speed of everything.
And y'all see what they try to do. What they're trying to do, and like I said, I just find it weird, but what they try to do with a lot of this stuff is they try to scare a lot of people. That's what I hate when it comes to, people like them, these ladies that's on The View that try to do this. And they try to scare a lot of people, this could happen to you and this could happen to us and this is, they try to do that. And that's what makes me, I'm telling y'all, it makes me sick because it's like, bro, like, stop doing it. Because people actually believe it, especially people that don't pay attention to politics. They're going to believe these things. They're going to sit here and they're going to watch a clip, or they're going to see this video, or they're going to watch The View, or hear from another person. This woman, she said that we should be scared because this, that, and the other, and you can get sick, and it's all Trump's fault. And you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all, one thing about it, when Joe Biden was in office, none of them did this. Nobody did this. I'm telling you.
I think is
and they talk about accountability. They have none.
Very unnerving.
Well,
I think
the speed and the sloppiness of it. It's very sloppy. It's very messy. But to be clear, this is what he promised to do on day one.
Yeah, I think I'm not surprised it's happening. I'm surprised it's happening in what feels so haphazard.
Yeah. Well, when you hire incompetent people and your goal is to destroy government for the purpose of corporate profit and basically privatize government or take advantage of government contracts and bankrupt governments, then this is how it's done, and this is what happens. I mean, it was outlined.
What you saying, bankrupt governments? All the stuff that she's talking about being chaotic, this, that, and the other. Was she not, I'm just confused, like, was she not here on planet Earth when Biden was in office? Like, I'm confused. I'm highly confused.
Project 2025, which, I mean, I don't know how much more I could have said from at least this platform and just amongst friends about what
and you
was
weren't alone.
contained
A lot
in
of people were talking
Yeah.
about it, but
he's
he was
doing exactly what Project 2025 projected the plan to be.
Yeah. We mentioned James Carville in Senator Klobuchar's segment, and the reason we did that is because he said that Democrats just need to wait and see what happens. I know you feel differently about that, but he also predicts that the Republican Party will implode in the next 30 days.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I do agree that with President Trump's approval ratings being lower at this time in the administration than the past 70 years of the presidency, I think that's a pretty big signal. I mean, 70 years.
Is that accurate?
Bro, y'all don't find none of this stuff odd though. All the stuff that, first of all, I'm not gonna say that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised just for the simple fact when it comes to the approval ratings, when it comes to these fake stats, and when it comes to this false information and all this stuff happening now that Trump is in office. I don't find none of it surprising because one thing about it, all while he was campaigning, he dealt with it all. That's what people fail to realize. He dealt with everything. On top of getting shot at. Not just one time either. He dealt with all that, and guess what? Still won by a landslide. So what does that tell people? That tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. I'm telling you, it goes to the simple fact that a person that's actually fighting for this country. That's what it's showing me personally. Just for the simple fact, this man had been through all this stuff with all these people, and now that he's in the White House and he making decisions and doing what he needs to do, oh, it's a problem. But y'all done did all this stuff to this man. That's what I don't get. It's all this stuff that is done to this man, bro. And still, why he in the White House now? All this stuff happened to this man. And one thing about it, he's still getting stuff done, just like his whole campaign.
Yes. A Gallup poll, I believe. So when I look at that, and I look at all these town halls, and I look at all these posts where people are saying, I voted for Trump and I just lost my job. I think many people didn't think it would affect them. Now that we're seeing that effect, and
she lying, y'all, because I seen this small clip when she said that, and I looked it up. The only clips that I seen, if y'all look it up too, I specifically put what she put. Like, I lost my job because, Trump. And the only people that was losing their jobs are the people that was supporting Trump. That's it. From what I've seen, the posts that I've seen everywhere, not just on X, posts that I've seen, I lost my job for supporting Trump. So that should tell y'all something, right? You lose your job for supporting Trump. But they want to call, oh, you the R word, are you this, you that, you that. I'm telling y'all, it's goofy, bro. They don't put out but nothing but fake, false information, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Seeing people at town halls saying we didn't vote for this. The midterms are not, very far away. And as Senator Klobuchar made very clear, you only needed 2 Republicans to stand up to stop this in the House. And so 2 Republicans at least will lose their seats because of this. And so will it start imploding? Yeah, because they were put there by the people, and they're supposed to be for the people and of the people, but they are not. They are bending the knee to really someone that has, so many conflicts of interest and self-interest that's just not how the government's supposed to run. So I would agree with that. And to be honest with you, there's a piece of me that agrees with James Carville, that, you sit back and you let the Republican Party take responsibility for what's going on. And Senator Klobuchar said that.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's kind of lame, though. That is lame. It ain't even kind of lame. It's lame just for the simple fact. When it came to Joe Biden and Kamala, and their administration, when it came to a lot of those things, they didn't have, it was no blame whatsoever. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. I absolutely hate that. I'm telling y'all, this woman is just.
At 4 a.m., they're saying, okay, what about 10 million? No, we don't want, we want tax breaks for those people. What about 100 million, 500 million? They want those tax breaks. Get them on the record and let the record reflect that this was of their doing. They have a trifecta, the White House.
Right.
They've got the House.
There's
they
no
have
one
the
to blame
Senate.
for anything
There's
right
no
now.
one else to blame. They arguably have the judiciary, right, with this conservative-leaning Supreme Court. In my view, I think there's a part of the Democratic Party that when you have these votes, they need to hold the line, and everybody needs to vote together against some of these just terrible laws that are going to affect everyday people. I think there's something to that.
We talked about Jane Fonda on the show today, defending the word woke. It's something you've been doing on the show for a very long time. And we've been talking about DEI initiatives a lot on our show. What is the biggest misconception in your mind about DEI? Because I have to be honest, I'm not surprised at the actions that were taken. I'm surprised that it's trickled into the private sector so quickly.
My understanding of diversity, equity, and inclusion is,
and I can't wait to show y'all what she about to. I seen something else that I had to immediately look it up and check it out so I can give y'all the real about it. I'm telling y'all. So just stay. I know y'all don't like hearing the talk.
It's not
I got y'all.
That, there's this myth of a lack of meritocracy, that people that are diverse, that are getting these opportunities are less qualified than those people that should be in those positions. And let's be clear, they're talking about minorities. Minorities shouldn't be in these positions, and they're only getting these positions or only getting into elite colleges because of their race. But what's interesting to me about it is they're getting rid of, let's say, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the head of Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 4-star general, but they're replacing him with a 3-star general white man. Why is he more qualified than the 4-star general? I mean, that's...
Let me show y'all something right quick. Okay, so check this out. This is Scott Jennings on,
So I'm looking
check
forward
this
to
out.
hearing my conservative friend speak out.
Scott, our conservative friend, speak out.
Yeah, I'll give you a good reason, because this person serves at the pleasure of the president. This is the principal military advisor to the president. And I don't, Van, necessarily think he had to have done anything wrong or had to have had a scandal or have any kind of mark against him at all. It's just that the president wants to have the most confidence in his principal military advisor. Obviously, he wants to pick somebody else. And there shouldn't be anything wrong with that, because under our Constitution, we have a civilian-led military, and the president is the commander-in-chief, and he should have the principal military advisor that he wants. I don't think there's anything wrong at all with General Brown. I think he has served this country honorably. I think he's a good man. And you might remember back in the first Trump term, he was promoted and nominated to be the head of the Air Force by Donald Trump. So obviously Trump has liked him in the past and thinks he's had an amazing career.
But that's the thing. He says liked him in the past, which, is understandable, but still likes him.
He's had an amazing career, and he even put out a positive statement about him tonight. But at the end of the day, this is a position that serves at the pleasure of the president. The president's Donald Trump, and he deserves to have the top advisors that he wants and that he has the most confidence in.
I'm telling y'all, check it out. So I got here, post, from Donald Trump, as, Sonny Hostin said. Y'all know, bro, if I hear anything that she says, I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to give y'all the real. So when it comes to General Brown, this was back in 2020. Donald Trump posted and said, my decision to appoint U.S. Air Force General Charles Brown as the USA's first ever, bro. Listen to me. First ever African-American military service chief has now been approved by the Senate. My decision to appoint U.S. Air Force General Charles Brown as the USA's first ever African-American military service chief has now been approved by the Senate. A historic day for America. So let's put that out there. While Sonny trying to make everything out, this is back in 2020. I'm gonna show y'all on why Trump made this decision too, as well. So it says here, this is from Vernon Jones on X. He was fired because the General C.Q. Brown went AWOL when military readiness was sacrificed for LGBTQ special privileges. A boat's withdrawal in Afghan costing 13 American heroes their lives. And he was silenced when among the best military men and women were booted out because they refused to take on, COVID, D, and all of that. I can't really say the word because something happens to my channel every time I say that word, so I cannot. He wasn't fired because he was black, and he shouldn't keep his job because he was black. He wasn't fired and should have been fired for deserting his soldiers and failing to stand up, to Joe Biden's cluster, curse word leadership as their commander-in-chief. What is shown, from Vernon Jones, from what I've seen. So when Sonny Hostin is literally sitting there putting out false information, all because he was black and this, that, and the other, there's actually, things, even if he didn't go AWOL, regardless, let's throw AWOL out of there and he didn't go AWOL and whatever that happened, if that, end up happening. But from my understanding and what I'm reading and what I found, doing research, that's what happened. And, Trump made a different decision. Let's throw AWOL out of there, y'all. Let's throw AWOL out of there. And let's just go with Trump just firing him. If Trump wants this certain individual in that position, he deserves to have that. That's just like, if I guarantee, if it was the other way around, they wouldn't say anything about it. Let's say you threw Kamala in there, and a person, being, a white, and they put somebody black. They're going to congratulate the hell out of it. They're going to congratulate it. Oh, Kamala just made, the second black, because I'm pretty sure he's the first or whatever, African American, clapping. But Trump, him changing him, mind you, him appointing him as the first African American and doing that, like, come on, bro. Like, I find it disgusting. I absolutely find it disgusting. So it says Trump's booting General Brown and bringing in Lieutenant General Kane Let's check out what Trump said, in this post. I want to thank General Charles Brown for over 40 years of service to our country, including as our current chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff. He is a fine gentleman and an outstanding leader, and I wish a great future for him and his family. And then he honored, Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Kane, being a national security expert, accomplished pilot, successful entrepreneur, warfighter, and so on. And it says right here, if I want to go down, so it says more, about what is it? Air Force Lieutenant General Kane, talk more about him. And says, despite being highly qualified and respected to serve on the Joint Chiefs of Staff during the previous administration, General Kane was passed over for promotion by Sleepy Joe. So, and he says, but not anymore. So that just is, I feel like it's just one of those things, more so of, okay, give him a chance. Now it's his turn. I feel like he's still a great pick. It has nothing to do when it comes down to race. I'm letting y'all know that now. Let's jump back into it.
That's the easiest thing. Someone that has 4 stars is more qualified than someone that has 3 stars. And they are, I think, to be clear, getting rid of him because he's a black man.
See what I mean?
Now,
that is insane, bro.
The real truth about diversity, equity, and inclusion is it's not about hiring people that are less competent. It's about giving the most competent people an opportunity at it. For example, I was part of the Department of Justice Honors Program. That's how I got my first job with the Department of Justice Antitrust Division. It is a fully merit-based program. And I would not have had that opportunity but for the fact that they were looking at other pools of people. In particular, they were looking for people that were bilingual, and I happen to be bilingual. That was very helpful because I acted as a translator sometimes for the Antitrust Division. That being said,
she was good at her job, and they seen that they wasn't looking she's black and she's white, or she calls herself black, or she's a white woman, bruh. They seen, obviously, speaking languages, and bro, it's just everything about her has to do with color, bro. Everything about her has to do with color. She and then she inserts herself. Sunny Hostin inserts herself like she didn't come up having a good life. That's what makes me mad, bro. That's literally what makes me mad. I could honestly see if she didn't. Boy, I'm telling you,
just got rid of the honors program.
I probably still couldn't,
because they called it a diversity initiative program. You can't even apply to the program unless you've met a certain GPA standard.
Right.
That's purely merit. And so I think what this is about is really the myth of meritocracy.
Which is something you've talked about for years.
Yeah, there's a myth of meritocracy in this country, and it's never been a meritocracy. It's been an ethnocracy, actually. It's been about white, mediocre men that are given opportunities. It's about legacy admissions. It's you don't have to be excellent. You have to be average if you're white. If you are black, your average must be excellent.
What did she just say?
Legacy admissions. It's you don't have to be excellent. You have to be average if you're white. If you are black, your average must be excellent.
I feel like that's BS, bro. All the places that I done worked, all the places that I done seen people work at, that's BS, bro. She's for real, like that is insane, bro. This is probably the most craziest thing I done heard, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I really don't care what nobody say. Anybody that's hopping in my comments, bro, that's talking crazy about this comment that she just said, shame on you, bro. I promise you, shame on you. She just said white men just have to be average. But basically, like, black men or somebody, as she say, different than white men, then you gotta be excellent. Oh, you good at your job, bro. If you good at your job, they're gonna want you. Like, regardless, they're gonna want you. Oh yeah, that's the right person for the job. Boom. Then she threw out that BS, bro. I don't even feel like finishing this video, bro. I promise y'all, bro, because that is insane. Then she threw out, she used an example of Trump firing a general. Like, bro, that is a horrible example. Like, y'all seen how easy it was for me to find that research, bro, on how that was. I'm telling you, she's a liar, bro. She's a liar.
In order to compete, I don't I don't want to rely on the benevolence of a Donald Trump, who the Justice Department found wouldn't let black people live in his buildings. I don't want to rely.
Bro, she is capping, bro. She is capping, bro. I literally just reviewed something a little minute ago. It was a black woman. I'm pretty sure she was homeless, living on the street, something like that. And Trump moved her in to, I think it was his building. Gave her flowers every week, had flowers sent to her, made sure she ate every day. And that's just a homeless black woman. What do you think, bro? I'm telling y'all, bro. This is exactly why when it comes to people, this is a show that it keeps everybody separate and wonder why everything is so divided, bro. This show is literally everything that has to do with, the division that's in America, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Upon the benevolence of an Elon Musk who grew up in apartheid South Africa. I don't want to rely on that. I want...
That is crazy, bro.
Then
she don't even know what she's saying, bro. Y'all see how long that pause is? That's how she knows she's full of shit. I don't like
South Africa. I don't want to rely on that. I want,
bro. Y'all know how long I ain't cussed on my channel, bro, and she got me hot right now. I promise you.
The opportunity to compete, just the opportunity to compete, and that's what diversity, equity, and inclusion programs are. And by the way, studies show that those companies that embrace diversity, equity, inclusion do better. They make more money. People are happier there. They're reflective of the country. And so anyone that isn't, in my opinion, supportive of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, I think they either don't lack the facts or they don't care.
Well, I would say
other people.
Bro, I'm gonna let y'all know something right quick, bro. If you good at your job, best believe, I don't care what color the next person is for that promotion, bro. If you're good at your job, they're gonna want you. Whatever Sonny is talking about is BS, bro. That's the problem in the world, is they look at color. It's people that look at color, more than, okay, forget it. Let's forget about, you being good at your job, this, that, and the other. Just stop putting race when it comes to everything, bro. When it comes to every single thing, it has to be thrown out. It got to be thrown out there. People need to just stop talking about it, bro. People just need to stop talking about it. It'd be better. But then when you have people like this that's just spreading false information to individuals that, their audience, it's absolutely insane, and I hate it. Make sure y'all comment down below. Let me know y'all thoughts on this video. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Sorry for all the talking. Sorry for the cussing. And much love to y'all. Catch y'all next one.